All right, so a couple of videos ago, I did a review of a fragrance that I had picked up called King of Arabia from Lattafa, and this is from their Niche Pride line. But included with that were 4 different samples, decants, travel sprays, or whatever, of other fragrances within that line. And I told you I'd come back and let you know about them. So this is that video. Stick around. We'll talk about them. All right, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin, and you're watching SmellGoodz. I do appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you hanging out with me for a little bit as we kind of talk through more fragrances. I let you know kind of what's going on in my collection, the things I'm enjoying, things maybe I'm not so much enjoying, and things that might help you in your fragrance journey. All right. So as I mentioned in the opener, I did a review of King of Arabia, and I'll try and make sure to tag it up in here, of King of Arabia from Lattafa, their Niche Pride line. Included in that were 4 additional little travel sprays, if you will, of fragrances that are in part of that line. And so I've spent a little time with them, sprayed them on. I've actually got them on different zones of my arm and hand, so I can kind of talk through the dry down. But want to at least come back, give you a quick synopsis of those fragrances. If there's something that maybe you're looking for from that line, this might be helpful for you. All right, the first one, and the one that I've got right here, this one is Cologne. So let's get the notes up on Cologne. Let's show you. Be hard to see there, but Cologne or DJ Khaled. And if any of you say I look like DJ Khaled, we fighting. All right, literally. I'm tired of that. All right, even though I am out before him, I'm older than him. He looks like me. All right, if anything. Plus, I think it's just the beard and light skin, what have you. Needless to say, I digress. We're talking about Cologne. This fragrance is doing its take on Falcon Leather, I think is the fragrance that it's supposed to be doing its take on. This one is top notes are leather, lavender, saffron. Middle notes are birch, cade oil, and patchouli. And then the base notes are leather, oud, tulu balsam, and benzoin. I can tell you, this is a very leathery fragrance. Yeah, this is not even the suede soft leather. This is leather. This is like motorcycle gang type leather. This is the harsh, coarse leather. This, I don't want to give any impressions. This is not a soft leather. This isn't a tobacco vinyl or anything of that nature. This is a harsh leather, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I think that with the oud, as far as even in the dry down, makes this a very dark fragrance. Not something that I would rush out and get. For me, not something that I'm like, I don't even know if I'll run through this. In fact, next time I do giveaways, this might be thrown in just for someone else to experience. See if you like, not to toss it away, but it's not really my scent profile. Very, very dry. I want to get as best I can describe the leather, because it's really it's a leathery scent, right? Yeah, it's the leather and the oud mixture in this, and doesn't really work for me. But if this is something you're enjoying or something that you're keen to, Cologne might be up your alley as far as a fragrance for you. All right. Next one up we'll go, which is on this arm here, or in the forearm right here. This one is Antique. And for Antique is its take on Gris Chanel. And I think it's the take on the Gris Chanel Extrait, right? Which is interesting because there is the Lattafa has the Liam Gray, which is, I think, a good take on the Gris Chanel scent profile, which is why I say this might be more of a take on the Extrait, just because it does come off in the initial spray, come off a little bolder than the Liam Gray does as its take on Gris Chanel. Notes in this one: fig, black tea, cardamom, milk, and coconut, which I don't recall milk or coconut being in either the Gris Chanel or the Extrait version. But that's why, you know, some of these are not one-to-one. Well, they're not all one-to-ones, right? Middle notes, you've got iris, vetiver, and jasmine. And then in the base notes, you've got sandalwood, tonka bean, amber, musk, and caramel. And I can't remember if caramel was a note in there as well. But Having sprayed this does again remind me, stick with me in the Gris Chanel. It's a little darker in my opinion than the Lattafa's Liam Gray. So that's why I think it's going after the Extrait version. Not a bad one, but for me, it's redundant having Gris Chanel, having the Liam Gray, I should say. For me, that satisfies that itch. It's a good cover. It's a good remix of it. It's a good take on it. I'm good with it. Antique for me, if I see it in Burlington or I see it out, I'll skip right past it just because for me, it's redundant, right? Gris Chanel is an amazing scent, but I don't necessarily need 5 different takes on it, right? But if you're looking for something and you're looking for more of that Extrait version than the lighter version, this might be up your alley, all right? But again, that was Antique from the Lattafa Pride line. So hard to see there. I'll try and make sure to put the bottles up so you can kind of identify them. All right. On this arm, we've got the other that came with it. Let's do, I think this was, this is Aldana. And even as I say that, I think Cinderella, Dana Dane. Again, one thing I haven't done a lot of is I think in music. And so sometimes, especially on the channel that I do with my wife, where we talk about relationships and reality shows and all that stuff, I do singing. So you might get some choruses every now and then, just as far as me thinking. All right. But Aldana, this is their take on Hasavat. Notes on this, let me find it real quick. The notes on this are going to be pineapple, lime, bergamot, lemon, pepper. And I can tell you the pepper, there's the pepper kind of hits for this, right? There is almost a sneezing type of peppery note to this, right? Middle notes are lily of the valley, frankincense, and jasmine. And then the base notes, you've got patchouli, woodsy notes, smoke, musk, and amber. Now, when I compare this to the other one that I have, which is Hawas Black. Hawas Black, as far as a take on that Hasavat, I prefer that. It's a little more potent, it's a little more there. The pepper in this is just a little too much for me as far as just that initial hit of the pepper. But it does get you in that frame of Hasavat. It does put you in that space. So if you're looking for something that is, if I did not have Hawas Black, would I be okay with this? I probably would, right? This for me does get me in the space. It gets you where you would want to be as far as a take on Hasavat. Not a one-to-one, but definitely put you in the space, put you in the vein, and might be something that might be a worthy pickup if you haven't found the Hasavat clone cover remix that you're looking for. All right, that's my take on this one. Not bad, just again, redundant for me. I've already got something that is working in my collection that fits that. It's redundant, a little redundant for me. All right, next one up is the one that we'll go through. This is Vintage Castle. And again, we'll show it there, Vintage Castle. This one is their take on something called, or at least what many people suspect is Told Patchouli by Virtus. And there's a couple other things that it's kind of connecting with. I can tell you this, as far as the notes, and looking at the notes, you can tell kind of what this is going to be. Top notes, patchouli and iris. Middle notes, patchouli and mimosa. Base notes, patchouli, civet, and marshmallow. This is a very green, very green, very earthy type of fragrance. Patchouli is okay when it's with other things. For me, this patchouli is just like, yeah, it's there. So of the, so no need to belabor. As far as of these 4, there's only one and a half that's like, for me, could have made it into my collection if it weren't redundant. Other than that, these 4 are kind of going to be where they are. That might, for me, it doesn't bode well for the Niche Pride line. There's nothing out of that so far that I've smelled from that is just like, you gotta have. Now we might take a look. In fact, I might do a video on just the Niche Pride collection that I have so far, of fragrances that are in the Niche Pride line, but not in the niche, in the Lattafa Pride line that are not in this Niche Pride line. There's some things in there that are nice bangers, what have you. this niche pride line. I don't know. All right. That's it for this one. I just wanted to bring that to you because I said I would bring it back to you as far as that video. Do me the favor, of course, hit that like, hit that subscribe, request notifications, share, meet me in the comments, and then, of course, do all the other things that I ask you to do as far as staying safe, staying sane, staying smelling good, and check out the description and all that fun stuff. See y'all next time. Have a great one. Be blessed. Peace.